Hello and welcome to the Antisocial Frat House. I am your average gamer host, Ace, aka Carter, and today I'm with.
Sheo, what's up?
He is your average gamer host number two. Now, this is a podcast meant for your average gamer. We're gonna discuss a couple things, get some things going, but we want you to know a little bit about it real quick. So our letters are Omicron, Rho, Eta, Theta, Kappa, otherwise known as oh fuck. And today we're trying something new here. So Sheo, do you wanna give us our random fact of the day?
I would be pleased to. So, your random, non accurate historical fact of the day is to always remember that Hitler only has one ball.
Awesome, love it. Well, so anyways, we might have introduced ourselves, and some of you might know us from various things that we've done, such as streaming, like YouTube, things like of that nature.
Maybe
Um,
even Twitch.
maybe even Twitch. I mean, if you don't know us though, we'll give us ourselves a little introduction. So I'll let Sheo go first.
So, first thing everyone needs to know is if you ever want to do content with me, expect it to involve tasers sometimes. Uh, if we're playing a game and it's like COD or something and it's hardcore mode, I will shoot you in the back of the head. I'm just letting you know that. I have to do it for like the first 3 times that I see you in the game, and then we'll be fine. Um, yeah, you know, tasers. I think Ace can attest to this. I have a
Yes.
I have a thing about tasers. I told him if I moved in with him, he would wake up to being tased by a tins unit.
Yep. He explicitly expressed that he was going to place said TINS unit on my nipples while I was sleeping.
Yep,
For those of you that don't know, it's a machine that like contracts your muscles
using
and
electricity.
using electricity, and so that being placed on your chest would like clench up every muscle you have in your chest, and that
Yeah.
would fucking suck.
Well,
Um,
and especially because I'd put it like a moderate to high charge.
just don't kill me.
I won't kill you. Then I
Okay.
couldn't do a podcast.
That's fair.
You're my content. I need you alive.
Um, and for those that don't really know me, I'm your average gamer. I don't claim to be better than what I am. You will see me fail constantly on my streams and my YouTube videos and shit like that, just because I play for fun. I don't play to be a fucking pro. Um, yeah.
Bullshit.
What have I ever played to be a pro?
Pokemon.
Okay,
Coliseum.
I didn't mean for that to happen. It just did. It was one of those
Yeah,
things where I
that's what
got
they always say.
really into the stats and stuff, and one thing led to another, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah. Um, but some things you should know about us is Sheo here. God, I almost said it. Almost broke
Oh,
rule number one.
you can't break new rule number one.
Sheo here and we've been friends for about 6 years now.
Yo.
Almost 6 years, if I remember correctly,
Yeah,
and
it's either 5 or 6 at this point.
I think it's about 5.5 right now. Um,
Wait, it may.
we met.
No, it's 6.
It's 6 now.
Yeah, it turned 6 back in like October, I
Yeah,
think.
that makes sense. So we met in high school. We were really good friends back then. But that wasn't always the case because
Mm-hmm.
during his freshman year of high school, my sophomore year, um, we had heard about each other, and everyone was saying about how like similar we were. So the first thing that both of us thought, like with this being the first thing that people put into our minds, was this person looks like you, they act like you, and stuff like that, was where's this guy? I want to fuck him up.
Yeah.
It was more of a why is this guy copying my style sort of thing.
Back then, I didn't have my taser.
That's true. So I got lucky. I didn't get tased.
Oh, I
Um,
wouldn't have tased you right off the bat.
but because we were so similar, it led to a lasting friendship,
Yep.
and to this actually. So, of course, it's called the Antisocial Frat House for a reason. We might be the only two on this episode, but we definitely plan to have more people on in the future. Have more hosts here and there, people that can dip in and out. Because I mean, it's a frat house. Not everyone's going to be available all the time. People got shit to do, but we all kind of live in this same sort of communal space where like we hang out together and stuff like that. And so you'll definitely see some guests that just kind of pop up out of nowhere. Like you might see people from our streams, our YouTube, stuff like that, or you might see people that you don't even really know that are just our personal friends that wanted to just hop on for an episode.
Or my lab rats in my Discord. They have that role.
Or his lab rats on his Discord that he will also tase.
Yeah. Their content.
Content boys, content.
Gotta get the content.
Gotta get the content. Um, we're both a little childish, of course. So you will definitely hear little childish jokes here and there. And always remember, Hitler's only got one ball.
Yep.
Um,
Gotta remember that.
let's see. So you got
Fitty.
what? Yeah, you got Fitty.
You got Fitty?
I ain't got Fitty. You got Fitty?
Nah, I ain't got Fitty.
Oh, okay.
I got Fitty 2.
You got Fitty too?
Fitty 2 1.
Can I borrow the Fitty and then give you two back?
Yeah.
That makes no sense, but okay.
I don't know. I just went
Um,
with it.
so you wanna introduce the next topic here, or do you have more to say on our little background?
I think you covered most of it. Got dangerously close to breaking Rule 1 twice in one podcast.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to steer away pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, how about you introduce the next history non-fact, and I will go and bring up the next topic.
How do you say that? It's Goring.
Yeah, it's Goring.
All right. So our next history non-fact is going to be Goring has two balls, but they are very small. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Sheo, do you want to give a little quick history lesson on Goring?
So
Bad dude.
mhm. I don't fucking know about Goring.
I don't
I know
either.
it. I know the reference to all of these that we're putting in here, like little candy pieces.
Okay, I thought you knew. My bad.
No, I don't know.
You don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know.
Now, so our plan is for each week, we're going to try and find a history non fact. This week's one is a form of a song called Hitler Has Only One Ball. It was propaganda made by the British in World War II and popped up after they found his corpse, and they found that he only had one ball, apparently. So that's the history of these little nuggets that we're throwing in.
It's lovely references. Just
Listen to
insanely
the song.
Mm.
So, we're gonna open up a fan poll, and we'll have one weekly every episode that we do this. If it's not a weekly episode, then it'll take longer to be closed. But we're gonna ask you, what content do you want us to see us do, either on our own streams, or if you want us to play something together and post it to our YouTube account. Um, yeah, and so this will be open until the next one, and then we'll bring up some of our favorite ideas. So we'll go into our next segment, which is questions from fans.
Wait, we have fans?
No, we don't. It's just
Oh,
me. I
okay.
wrote these.
Okay. Oh, Whew. I got
You
worried there
thought
for
we,
a second.
you thought we had subscribers? You thought we had content?
You think this is a game?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so it is a game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have subscribers.
Yeah. So
Oh. Okay, I get
I
it now.
see. Yeah. So we already answered the first question from fans. Where are these facts coming from? It's a World War II propaganda song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what is a game you love but suck at?
Ooh. Um, let's see. Game that I love but suck at. So I could actually go in many different routes on this one. Um, for example, just for a little plug-in sake, Dark Souls 3. I love playing Dark Souls 3, and right now we're playing it over on twitch.tv. Has shameless plug-in. Um,
Mm, I see you.
and so every now and again you'll see me pop on playing Dark Souls 3 right now, but I'm not the best at it. I never claim to be, and I will never claim to be in the future. Uh, I get better the longer I play, but at the same time, I'm hot trash, hot shit.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel that.
if I wanted to go a different route though, um, Destiny 2, I'm really good with things like lore and raids and stuff like that, but like when it comes to PvP, I fucking suck. It's kind of a flaw. And the issue that I have there is that um as y'all were saying the other day about the game, it's like Halo and Call of Duty combined with
Yeah.
like MMO aspects added like sprinkled on top or whatever. Um and the idea that I have is that because when I was younger I was such a big Call of Duty player, that's the mindset that I brought into it, and that's not the mindset you need because it plays so
Hmm.
much more like Halo.
Yeah, that's fair.
How about you? What is a game that you love but you just suck at?
It'd probably have to be like just on pure mechanics wise, Smash,
Okay.
because I'm good at Smash, but like there's so many people that I play against that are just so much better than me, and it's not like a like oh you can like it's not like they're just like better. It's just me not wanting to learn the mechanics. So like shielding and grabbing, I'm just like, nah, I want to beat people to death. And the game's like, you need to have tactics, and so I always lose against people on my university campus because I'm just hot trash at going and learning those mechanics. And then I think battle royales would be another one because like I can get kills in battle royales, but I never win them like by myself just because I can get like I'm really good at like going around and not dying, but when it gets to that 1v1, I'm bad because like I'll ambush people and kill both of them and that's how I get my kills, but I'm bad at like 1v1s.
I completely like I sympathize on that note. I'm just I'm hot trash with battle royales, and I mean, I've made my fair share of like solo wins on Fortnite before, but like that mainly consisted of me hiding forever, and then when I got to the end, I just had the best loot on me, so my loot was better than the other person's, and I took them out
Mm-hmm.
because RNG. As for Smash, I can also sympathize because my my old boss. I mean, I don't. I could still call him a coworker because I still work with the same company, but I don't work at
Mm-hmm.
his location. Therefore, he's not my boss anymore.
Yeah.
But he and another person that I worked with at that location, they were just so much better than me at Smash Bros. My second day of work, they set up a switch on a little computer monitor that we had in the
Hmm.
office, and after I got done making some trays of some cookies, they have invited me into the office and were just like, "You want to play?" I was like, "Sure," because we had nothing else going on, so we played some Smash, and I learned really quickly that I was hot trash.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Um, I get tossed around like there was this one dude that we thought was like god tier at Smash, and then we got someone new that joined, and he just tossed that dude into the garbage like every match, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me? There's a more of a like level scaling, basically
Right.
IRL level scale."
People are just on so many different levels. Another way that I realized specifically with Smash was that I was just garbage. Was my college had a like a little tournament, and I made it to like the quarterfinals of it because I
Hmm.
just got matched up with people that I beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
Pokemon Trainer for the win. Um, Also, Zero Suit Samus for the win.
There you go.
And just like I got to the semifinals and I got my shit pushed in so quick. And I was just like, I didn't think I was going to make it this far, but like, it makes more sense that I just got my shit pushed in by a better player. The
Yeah,
person
I
that
feel that.
the person that pushed my shit in ended up winning that little tournament. So
Oof.
yeah, always nice to be absolutely smacked around by the person that ends up winning.
Hmm. I was his warm up.
Yeah, I was just warm
I,
up.
I know that feeling.
Oh god, that's it's kind of the worst feeling.
Yeah. You feel
Um,
like hot garbage until you realize, hey, he was the best player, so don't feel so bad.
yeah,
It's better than being like in complete last place.
that's true. It's like I held my own against the best player, sort of,
Hmm.
kind of got three stocks.
Yeah,
Oof.
better than three stock 0%.
You mean JV four stock?
Yeah.
Cause oof. See, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent there for a second. I don't know
Hmm.
if you actually know about the JV stock system. It's
No.
really fucking weird. So like you can have two stocks and 0%, and if you kill someone like that, um, it's considered a JV three stock because you would have had because you hadn't taken that extra damage. You still kind of are
Yeah.
considered this being that last stock. So when it comes to being like three stocks and 0%, that's JV four stocked.
Hmm.
Little tangent, little did you know
Yeah.
factoid there, an actual true fact.
Well, we don't do those on this show. We
Oh
only say untruths.
oh
Take it back.
oh shit. Um JV 20 stock.
There you go.
Oh. um
So, want to move into our last question. The
yeah,
age-old question:
you want me.
Mia Khalifa versus Dylan Harper.
Okay. Um this one's a hard one for me purely because I'll be honest, I don't really prefer either.
I don't
So,
know who Dylan Harper is, so I have to look
really,
up. I have to look her up.
this
That's the
man's
clack clack.
this man's over here looking up.
Yeah,
um,
on public Wi-Fi too.
oh my god. Um, so if I had to actually choose between the two though, it would probably be Mia Khalifa. I'm not gonna lie there.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
It's honestly just something about Dylan Harper's face. Like,
Not gonna lie,
yeah,
like not to
nothing,
make fun of her,
yeah,
but she just kind of seems plain.
yeah, nothing against her or whatever. It's just she doesn't really stand out, and
Yeah.
her face just makes her seem normal. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
it
Mm.
just
Mm.
if you're comparing the two, you know, I don't think I need to elaborate on that a little any more than that.
I think we can start a tangent on a different subject.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
So,
just digging my own grave right now.
yeah, same. So, did you get your draft notice for World War III?
No.
Well, I did. You know what I did with it?
What?
I uh, I wrote Trump's name down, sent it back. They gave me another card. Then I put Bill Clinton, sent it back. Then they sent one more. Put Nixon, sent it back. Do you see what's in common here?
Yep. Impeached presidents.
There you go.
um,
We're
that's
just gonna make history references through this whole podcast series.
I love it. Um, yeah, no, my mother turned to me when that was becoming like a big meme, and
Yeah.
she's like, "I will not have you fighting in Trump's war." And so
Yeah.
she's like, "You're going back to the doctor. You're getting this form filled out for your epilepsy there, and we're gonna just kind of avoid that because I still have epilepsy. I still have dyslexia. Therefore, I really shouldn't be fighting in the war. And while it's kind of a get around, at the same time, it's to ensure my safety. And that's a perfectly good reason to not have to be drafted.
Yeah, I figured, you know, with how crazy I am, I think they'd be scared to send me off to war.
We'll go.
Geneva Convention, what's that?
We'll go into that on a different podcast. In fact, we'll probably have a two different episodes where will be the inner workings of Sheo and the inner workings of Ace.
There you
That's
go.
going to be two different podcasts down the line when we want to get on a deeper subject.
Now, my thing is like the Geneva Conventions. Were you taught about them in like middle school?
Not really. Like it was mentioned maybe like three times, and even then it was vague. So it was like as much as like I hear them and kind of understand what they mean for like
Mm-hmm.
that, I just I don't exactly what's the word? I don't exactly know word for word what they are and what
Mm-hmm.
they kind of stand for.
So I had a history professor that was an officer in the army, and he was teaching us about the Geneva Conventions. And he goes, Geneva Conventions, what are those? It's more like the Geneva ignore this. Because apparently a lot of people just ignore the rules of the Geneva Conventions. It's kind of weird,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Interesting. So they
Yeah.
just straight up like ignore it?
Yeah, so like in the middle of war, you're supposed to, like, if there's an enemy soldier on the ground, weaponless, crawling towards you, you're supposed to, like, help him. But it's like the middle of war, so people, like, whenever we were fighting ISIS and stuff, they were kind of like, why would I help an ISIS member?
Yeah.
And so they'd apparently pop people, and it was just like a, well, guess that's out of the book.
Oof.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I can talk about that teacher from his military days.
Huh.
It's interesting,
That
but
that should be another episode. Lessons we
yeah,
learned from badass teachers.
mm-hmm. Because he was an officer, so he had lots of stories.
Um. So you want to move on to the next topic, my dude?
Sure. So before we do that, if you want to be on the show, well, too bad you can't. You need to submit questions because we're not taking guests yet. We select the guest for now, but we accept questions.
Yeah. So if you want to leave a comment down below or tweet us or something like that, because we'll definitely be looking out there. you can always do that, and we'll mention some questions here and there. Maybe shout out some people, depending on what's going on.
Prepare to get rated.
Prepare to get rated.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't think we're gonna be rating anyone. In fact, we probably are the ones that need the rating. But
Actually, yeah, we are getting rated.
what?
Yeah, we're gonna get rated.
Oh,
I already have people saying they're gonna rate us.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Shocked Pikachu meme.
Yeah,
We'll
Pog,
put that on.
Pog.
Well, that or Pog, yeah.
Fucking
Well, we'll
just
put that on the screen.
just light it up with Pogs.
Yeah. Pog, 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 pog,
It's
pog,
like
pog, pog,
every time I
pog, pog.
go, oh, we need to edit it in where just a
Pog.
Pog pops up.
Yeah. So another history untruth, non-truth, whatever you want to call it, may be true. Himmler is rather similar to Goring.
Oh, so
Oh.
small. Okay,
Yeah.
intriguing.
Two, but small. So, in other news, coronavirus has made its way over to North America. Now, I'm pretty sure you haven't had it, have you, Ace?
Nah, dude, I ain't drink no Corona.
What?
I ain't drink no Corona.
Yeah, you don't drink Corona?
Yeah, no, fuck that.
But I see like people all the time coming out of like HEB or Walmart coming out with some Corona cases, and I'm just like, I mean, dude, people do it all the time.
Hey, according to our
It
friend
still tastes
Spencer,
like piss.
yeah, according to our friend, um,
Mm-hmm.
he says, and this is a direct quote, that Corona tastes like seeing a old man come running down a beach in a full banana hammock, all sweaty and musty. That's what he says Corona tastes like.
You
So,
know,
I ain't never gonna catch a case of that Corona.
I kind of like whenever for some reason when you started saying like this is what he thinks of Corona, I was just imagining like a bottle of Corona, but like with seagull wings going around the beach. And I don't know why we ended up at the beach, both places.
Oof.
But yeah,
Um,
like seagull Corona.
Seagull Corona.
You know what? I want someone to submit me a seagull drinking Corona.
I don't think they're going to, but
Maybe.
you can always put out a call to action there. Give us your fan art. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, might be shown on the next podcast or video. You never know.
You never know. We might feature you. We might not.
We're not gonna host you.
Yeah, no, fuck that. You could suck it.
So, you want to go and say our final history non-fact?
How do you pronounce that?
Goebbels.
Goebbels?
Yeah.
Okay, so our final history non-fact is going to be that poor Goebbels has no balls at all.
Well, that's quite interesting.
It is
I wonder
very
how he got
interesting.
there.
Um, I don't know. I'm not going to theorize on that because what a man has and doesn't have is of his own discretion,
Mm,
especially if he's probably dead by now.
yeah, that's fair enough. So, do you want to talk about some of our future content that we'll probably be producing?
Oh, um,
Yeah.
so I don't know about you, but I've had a plan in the works forever. I actually need to get back with Adam and
Mm-hmm.
see what he's been doing with that because I have him working on a artistic project for me. I'm pretty sure I've already spoiled what it is. So for those of you that don't know, I like to play all sorts of different games, but one of the ones that I mainly played when I first started doing any YouTube or anything like that is Pokemon, just because that's what always has kind of had my interest, and with the DLC coming out closer towards
Sounds weird to say that, doesn't it?
yeah, it's really weird. um with it coming out in, I think it's June. Is it June or
I don't
July?
know.
The first one comes out in either June or July. So this summer, I'll just say this summer. Um, I right like a little bit beforehand, I'm going to do a Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke, and
Mm.
I have Adam in the works working on a thumbnail and a layout, one that can be both used for live streams and for like video purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stream the actual Nuzlocke, but I'm also going to cut the stream into certain segments. Of course, doing an intro and an outro every time I cut it, just so it can be put into video purposes as well, for YouTube. Therefore, my people on YouTube that don't have Twitch and can't move
Mm-hmm.
over for whatever reason, um, they still get to see the content, but they'll see it in videos, and that will kind of be sporadic. Um, and for my people that tune into every stream that I do, they can have the purpose of seeing it first, seeing it live,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to talk directly to me while I go about this adventure.
Mm. Interesting.
Um, other little projects I have include certain things for Final Fantasy 14, and of course streaming Dark Souls 3 right now. So those are projects that are kind of currently in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
The big project that I have for Final Fantasy 14, that's gonna take place closer during the summer after I've done the Nuzlocke, and
Mm-hmm.
it's something big. So I'm gonna not gonna really speak about that until later.
All right.
So what you got on your plate? Because
Um.
I see you got your YouTube channel up now. You got your peoples trying to give you the follows and all that. What's going on?
Yeah. So, I really have nothing that I have actually done for my channel, like no content or and stuff. I'm still trying to get everything set up. I got a Twitch now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I still need to make get someone to make me an icon and some like the timeout things whenever I need to leave stream for a little bit, so my OBS doesn't have just black screen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am kind of just I have some Final Fantasy 14 lore videos and opinion pieces that I'm working on. I've already written most of the script for one. I just needed to finish Shadowbringers, and now that I've done that, I can work on it.
Right.
Um, and I'm also trying to find someone to make some merch for Antisocial Frat House, which once we get our first shirt or whatever made, we'll probably do a giveaway for one of them to a lucky follower of our Antisocial Frat House.
And we'll probably tease whatever that's gonna look like
Yeah,
in the future on a social media account of ours. Probably something like Twitter, most
and it
likely.
has two words: Dragon Bad.
Dragon
No,
Bad.
we're not making any of those yet.
Oof.
I have ambitions.
Yep.
Ace, you need to let me run free. I need to make everything with Antisocial Frat House.
Oh my god.
See, I imagine a world where we control everything, but we don't leave our house so nothing ever gets done because that's how it is.
Oh,
It's a beautiful dream.
okay then. Um,
We will
I
take over America, then Japan, then China, then Russia, then the world
I'm
with
trying
anime
to.
merch.
God damn it!
Anime is taking over this world.
I.
You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. And that is how we will get our message out and we will control everyone.
We need anime versions of ourselves.
Hey, that's another thing that I actually wouldn't mind is if someone made an anime version, but it'd probably be fat. So I kind of don't want that until I'm done working out.
Fair. I
Yeah.
mean, Um, so just for extensive purposes, what's some more personal goals that you got for yourself right now? Like, what you got going for yourself that you can let us in on, but can't give us the full details? You know.
Um, well, I can give you the full details of this. Is that I wanted to pick up martial arts again, get back in shape. Um,
You pick out a certain type of martial arts yet?
Probably gonna do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll help me when I need to get people on the ground to let me tase them more. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Or am I?
we'll never know.
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, I'll find out when I'm on the ground.
Yep, getting tased. Um, but yeah, it's all consensual tasing.
Oh
I'm not gonna
God.
tase you without consent, and they will tase me back. That's our agreement.
Yeah, it's a little game of taser tag, you know.
Hmm. I also have some rules in the work, which you already have been alluded to Rule 1, and I can't tell you what Rule 1 is because Rule 1 needs to stay mysterious, so you always want to know.
Yeah, we'll always have a rule one that we will refer to
And
whenever
yeah,
I'm on the cusp of breaking it, because
yep. And if you figure it out, you still won't know because I'm not going to tell you.
yeah, pretty much. We'll
Yeah,
we'll we'll never let you know what rule one is, even if you
that
get
or
it
I'll make it
through
five
our
different
hands.
things.
True. Um, let's see. Uh, so for myself, I I kind of feel like I should get a gym membership again.
Hmm.
Go back to the gym. I really want to get back into swimming because I was a
Hmm.
big swimmer back in when I was younger, and I'm still really fast at swimming, and I'm sure if I perfected my form, lost a bit of weight, you know, stuff like that, that I would be able to swim faster and
Yeah.
to maybe even be on a team, maybe just do it for like fun. I don't know. I don't really
Hmm.
care at this point. I just want to get back into it because I love swimming. I love being in water. It's just it's something that's always resonated with me.
Nice. What's your YouTube goal for this year? Let's make like a New Year's resolution, but for YouTube.
Post a little less sporadically, like
So
it,
actually post
yeah,
real content.
like at least like do something closer to maybe every weekend just because like I have one like every other weekend off and that
Hmm.
during that time I can you know get my stuff done that I need to get done, um record like a couple episodes ahead of time so I don't have to worry about it later. If it needs to be edited, be like, hey JJ, come come edit this for me real quick and
Hmm.
um then post it up on like Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
because I'll be recording and getting everything set up a little bit ahead of time,
Hmm.
um, not having to worry about like posting the same episode that I just like recorded that day on up on that day.
Yeah. Anything else?
Um, I could throw out random subscriber goals or view count goals or stuff like that. I already know that like I'm probably not gonna reach those like out of nowhere. So
Fair enough.
I just want to increase my my standpoint there. I'm not looking
Hmm.
for some insane number or to make it past like 100,000 subscribers or some shit like that. No, I just I want to see some improvement because
All right.
at this point I've been stuck on like between 210 and like 217 subscribers for like a year.
Fair enough.
It needs to move.
Those are rookie numbers. You need to crank those up.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I
Um,
think. Hmm.
oh, I was gonna ask you what your goals for YouTube are right now, considering you're just starting out.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I could get like 50 subscribers over the course of the year, I'd be happy with that. If I don't reach it, that's okay. Um, like at least 20 like consistent people that'll watch my channel would be amazing, but I know that's probably not going to be the case.
Right.
Um, and I need like to actually sit down and record stuff instead of just playing games and then being like, shit, that was really cool. I should have recorded that. So just start always recording.
Exactly.
Um,
I
and
and I in fact I feel like I should just be recording my streams anyways, because there's a
mm-hmm,
lot of times where I'll go on little tangents and do what the segment that like my subscribers have so graciously called story time with Ace. And
yeah,
I feel like I should be recording those, clipping them
mm-hmm,
into videos, and then putting them out. And I have just hours of footage somewhere on my channel, like right now, of past live streams where I've gone on like 40-minute tangents of what happened today or that day or like that week.
yeah,
So it's like I could be having extra content there if I
mm-hmm,
just recorded it, then clipped it, then put it out.
yeah, that's fair. Fair, fair.
The the hardest thing for me though is that I always feel the need when I'm telling those stories to be playing a game at that very moment. But the
Mm-hmm,
issue that I have is like while I'm streaming, I will kind of get lost in the game for a bit, stop what I'm saying, complete like the match or whatever,
lost
continue
in the
it.
sauce.
Yeah, I get lost in the sauce. Exactly. The doodle does be sprinkling, dog.
There you
Um.
go.
Uh. But yeah, it's kind of an issue for me where I do get kind of lost. I stop my story and then I like go back on the tangent that I was on once I get through like whatever just stole my focus. So already considered doing something more like a video form of it where I just record some gameplay then I talk over
Mm-hmm.
it. The
Yeah.
issue that I had with doing something like that is that like I just I don't think I could sit there and just talk about it like straight for
Mm-hmm.
that amount of time without either talking to someone directly or like having more commentary on it.
Yeah. I think my biggest problem right now when I record stuff is either I won't say anything at all, or when I do, it's not like I don't think of myself as funny or like I don't see it as good content. And so like when we're recording this, I know I'm already like, oh god, I don't think this is gonna be good. But I think everyone feels that way about their own content.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly everyone's opinion of it, and one of the biggest hurdles that you have to kind of get over is just going, "Fuck it, this has to be good enough. I put enough effort into this. Let's just see where this takes me." The issue for us right now is that this is our going to be our first episode of a podcast. This is our introductory episode, and this is something new that we're starting. So we're going to be looking back over this footage in like a day and going, is this
Oh
really like good enough to
yeah.
put out? Like we had a pause there, we could have done something different there, like this and that and the other, and it becomes hard to look at it, but from
Um,
the community standpoint, it's content for content's sake. It's just
mhm.
your version of what you do during that content. So you could stutter a million times over. You can have a pause here and there where you just don't say anything for a hot moment because you're collecting your thoughts. And if the fans like you for who you are, that's not going to
Mhm.
matter to them. It's
Yeah.
like it's like constantly we on our own, we're fucking hilarious. Like when I'm not streaming, when I'm not recording and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
we put out some pretty funny content, and then we go, why aren't we recording
We're
this?
recording
But the
because
moment that we stream or record, that's when
we're
like,
trying to force the funny out, and
yeah,
it's not working.
we're either forcing it out, or like it's just we're not in the mood to do those type of things. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where we're just gonna have to just record every gaming session that we do
Mm-hmm.
by this point.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, it's like you can't overthink it, and that's a struggle that I've heard through many YouTubers' points of views, is that when you overthink it, then you try to overcorrect it, and when you overcorrect it, it becomes a hot mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like at this point, I've gotten to like that comfortable stage where I'm like, no matter how bad this turns out, as long as it's not like something we said that's bad, but just the quality is kind of bad,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it.
Because
It's our
quality can
first
always,
one.
yeah, quality can always improve. Almost every podcast that I've ever watched, they started off like in a room where it was very echoey, or like it started
Yeah.
off with kind of crap mics, or they started off doing a podcast over Discord, and then they slowly like got their own office, and then like
Mm-hmm.
set up an actual place for everyone to meet. So it's like quality can always be improved upon,
Improved.
but you have to
Content, on the other hand,
yeah,
can never.
you have to start somewhere, and
Yeah.
content is in the eye of the beholder. It's
Yep.
more of a, what do these people like seeing? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, do these people understand that I'm not the funniest person? So what do they like about me? My streams love story time with Ace. So that
Yep.
is something I try to give them on the regular when I feel comfortable talking about said situations. But because of my position at work right now, there are certain
Mm-hmm.
things that I can't talk about. So I can't I can't always go out blabbing to the world about this happened at work, if it has become something of an HR issue, or
Yeah.
a privatized issue that I really shouldn't be speaking upon. But I can say little things like, oh, this one of my employees, he constantly goes around saying like he's a volunteer. And so what do I say in response to that every time he says that? Because he always says it in response to me going like, hey, can you do this for me? He's like, no, I'm a volunteer. I don't get paid to do this. And so I turn around and go, well, I voluntold you to do it. Yeah, so it's one of those little situations where it's like, um, you can't exactly say everything, but
Mm-hmm.
you, for that you can say, just know some people are going to, they're going to be interested in it. There's
Yeah.
an audience for everything.
Yep.
Is kind of the message that I had going there before I kind of went on a tangent.
Mm-hmm. Well, the world just heard me burp, so
Nice,
ASMR there.
awesome. Um, that is that is another thing that my streams love, is that like for a while there will be certain streams where I get kind of monotone. I let the mic kind of like sit right in front of my face. Things like that happen.
Oh
And
God.
then like one thing led to another. Someone said I was doing ASMR, and so I did it. And so now every now and again you'll see people going like, "Oh yeah, do some more ASMR." And I'm just like, I'm not an ASMR channel, but they like it. So it's like, of
Mm-hmm.
course, like every now and again, I'm gonna get real close to the mic and I'm gonna
Oh
speak into
Lord.
it. But like it's just funny shit like that. It's like they
Let
get
me
a
whisper in your ear, little boy.
it's like they get a kick out of it. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why, but they love it, and it's, you'll find something. So
Mm-hmm.
as for someone like you who is just coming up and just trying to get into this, I would say don't overthink it.
I won't.
That is the overall arching message for anyone, in fact, who might listen to this.
You know what my favorite one was?
What?
When my content, I mean, participants said that they were gonna become top streamers because they're working with me and I seem professional. I'm like, I'm as new as this as y'all are my content. I
Yep.
mean participants. Willing participants.
You keep calling them content, and I just keep going like, oh God, what is he about to do to these people? It's like,
They're willing.
it's like, I'll
I'm
have
gonna
to.
have an episode where I have these people in my like a basement or something knocking on the door. Let us out. I'm like, nah, you're my content.
Oof. I'm gonna have to talk to you on the side and ask who all these people are that are becoming your content there, bud. Because it's like
You already know they're in my Discord.
I'm worried for their sake.
Well, they shouldn't have asked. They begged me to be content.
I,
I'm not
I
joking. They
I
begged me.
I want you to use me for your YouTube channel.
They're like,
Like
we want to know your YouTube channel. We want to help you. And I was like, you want to be content? Got it.
I find that hilarious. Is like, I mean, you guys didn't really do that to me in a sense, but it's like sort of like they did. Like not you
Mm-hmm.
specifically, but like JJ kind of wanted to start streaming and stuff like that, and so he was gonna piggyback off of like some of my people that jumped into my streams.
Yeah.
Combat definitely did that for a bit. He just jumped onto the streaming game, jumped onto the putting out YouTube video game, and took a lot of my people. Not didn't really take because that implies that like they stopped watching me. They didn't stop watching me. He shared in the glory that was me.
That's the good thing about like YouTube creations and Twitch is that you don't really have to steal people. You can share people as long as you don't overlap on time for Twitch.
Yeah, and I mean it's just like we shared people, but they were kind of like piggybacking off of my people, the people that I grabbed, and to be honest, I did it too. I mean, Adam
Mm-hmm.
he had over 1,000 subscribers at the time. He only had maybe 800 or something like that. But it was like I was like, you know what, I kind of want more people. Do you mind like sending them over to me? Because we had already done content together. It was just no one was coming to my channel for whatever reason to actually subscribe. They would come over to watch the streams, but like they wouldn't subscribe. And so I'd have
Mm-hmm.
all these people from his channel that even say like, "Hey, I'm from Adam's channel," and then they say, "Oh, I love your content," but they wouldn't subscribe. And I'm like,
Kind of weird.
"Okay, whatever, sure,
Yeah.
that works." Um, and I mean, I told you before, but like a lot of the people that I have subscribed to me right now probably don't even watch my shit anymore. They're just subscribed, but like
Yeah.
they came from other people rating me while I was playing Pokemon games, because that's one thing that I love about the Pokemon community is that they try to help support each other all the time. So when one streamer
Mm-hmm.
gets done streaming, he'll be like, "Okay, everyone go over to this streamer's like channel and go watch him for a bit," and they'll flood you. You'll have your notifications go blowing up with, "Oh, this person subscribed," or "This person subscribed for a bit," but they don't always stay.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see like you'll get maybe 50 subs out of that, and then maybe 20 of them will stay. Um, but it's one of those hit or miss sort of situations there.
Yeah. I understand that.
Um, so I mean, everyone kind of piggybacks off of each other. Even like
Mhm.
ideas can be piggybacked off of.
Yeah.
I mean, if you understand what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone nowadays is doing a podcast. Like
Yeah. Really, everyone is.
we kind of like saw several different podcasts that we liked, and we're just like, we need to do a podcast. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get a good up and running podcast for a while now. It's just every time that I start trying to set that up, the people that are involved kind of dissipate, and then I'm kind of left with, well, when are we gonna do the next recording? And then none of our schedules line up, and shit just happens. Now
Then
it's like,
there's
oh,
and then there was me today. Hey, are we doing the podcast? You, I'm kind of tired. Just woke up. I'm like, are we doing the podcast?
I mean, Yeah, but you and I we talked about this like a week ago, and then like we actually started brainstorming this past weekend. Said, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna try and do this on Monday. It just so happened shit happened for me in the background that
Hmm.
you know it's kind of stopped that aspect of it. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that,
We
and
still did it.
we still did it. We still got it done. I'm feeling better. I'm
Yeah.
awake now, so it's like get her done.
Yeah. Get her done.
Get her done.
Now the real question is, what happens when we're both streaming?
See, that's a
Tay's noise.
well, you're pretty far away from me right now physically, bud. So
Hey, I can still show up.
you will turn off your
I will
stream.
drive through the night, turn off my stream, and show up at your front door just to tase you and then drive all the way back.
So, God damn it. To actually put out an answer like that for that, it would really come down to if we happen to both accidentally be streaming,
Hmm.
then the viewers would just pick whoever they kind of want to see more of and
Split the fan base. Woo!
whatever. Not really split it, but
Yeah,
more of like say you're
I
playing
know.
one game, I'm playing another game, we're both streaming. If they like your game for over the one that I'm playing, then they'll go watch you. But if they like my content better or want to hear story time with
Hmm.
Ace, then they'll come watch me or something like that, you know? So
Yeah.
it's just one of those, they'll pick
I
and
did,
choose when that time comes.
I did have an idea for when we like do things together.
What up?
We'll have like a on day, off day for each person. So like, let's say we're playing Final Fantasy 14, and then like one day I stream and record it, and I'll send you the footage, and then the next day you'll stream and record it and send me the footage, and we can do it that way.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with both of us streaming like together too. Is like if we're
Yeah.
both playing Final Fantasy 14 and we both start streaming, it's like each of our point of views, um, it adds a certain level of like of depth to
Flavor.
it. Yeah, flavor because it's like all of a sudden someone's watching you and I start going, oh shit, fuck, 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 fuck. Well, why am I saying fuck? Because it's like
Go
from
to
your
your
point,
view. Yeah.
yeah, from your point of view, you're over here casting spells or doing trick attacks or something like,
Slapping the knee.
yeah, or being the fucking tank. And so it's like you can't look over at me to see why I'm going fuck, 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 fuck.
Did someone
But
say floor tank?
but they can look over at my point of view and go, "Oh, he's getting chased around by a giant
He
fucking
dead.
monster. He's about to die. Oh shit."
Yeah. I like how we've just gone from like talking about stuff from the storyboard to like whatever the hell we feel like.
Well, I mean, so just for complete transparency here, we did have a whole kind of scripted layout of how we wanted this to go, and
It,
we probably finished at a little over 30 minutes into this. So
so we've been
the
30
last
minutes, we've been talking
the la-
whatever.
yeah, the last like 26 minutes I think it's been
Yeah.
27 minutes has just been us bullshitting saying whatever going on tangents.
Yep.
And that is one thing about me is we'll have to watch our time and people will have to cut me off because I love going on tangents about things that I want to talk about.
Hmm. Um yeah, at the beginning we sound kind of like cardboardy,
Yeah.
I felt. And now I'm like just we sound natural.
See, and that was the thing that I was trying to get out of is like when I did the intro, I had an idea for it. I kind of fucked it up. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Always fucking up the intro.
Damn
But
near break rule one multiple times. Check.
yeah, damn near break rule one. Um, but it's like I, I that was purposely because I was kind of following the script, and so
Hmm.
because I had to follow it, I wasn't exactly being myself. But the moment that we started needing to extend things was the moment that I was like, okay, let me get him a little more natural. Let me get into my Randy side. let's talk.
You know, I think we might need to go and like have something in the beginning to extend the timer before you say "oh fuck,"
Oh,
because you just went "fuck," and I'm just like, "Damn it,"
I said oh fuck,
because
but like I was watch
yeah, "oh
I
fuck."
was so my thing is that on my end, of course, since I'm recording this, I can see the timer, and so
Mhm.
it was over 30 seconds when I said oh
Oh,
fuck, and I was
okay.
like, awesome.
There we go. Yeah. So if people don't know, YouTube has this thing about not cursing before 30 seconds, otherwise it hurts your AdSense. So
I mean, we're not gonna be making money off of the first episode anytime soon, anyways. Hey guys, we we had to cut there for a second because we kind of messed something up and had to go back and fix
Sheo broke
that.
rule on
We both broke rule one in episode
in
one.
podcast one. Yeah.
Awesome, but essentially we're just kind of saying like shit. I forgot what I was talking about.
Don't worry, I do that halfway through this podcast all the time.
I mean, that's just how I am as a person, anyways. Is that I just kind of fucking forget, and then
Yeah.
like 30 minutes later, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have said that."
There you go.
Um, but I don't know about you, man. But I think now is as good as the time to wrap things up before we break rule one 5 more times.
There we go. You want me to say the outro or do you want to?
um, I mean, I don't care. If you feel like doing it, you can. If you want me to, if you want it to be like I do intro and outro one episode, you do intro and outro the next, we can do it that way.
I want to shamelessly plug myself. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to support us, then like, comment, and subscribe to both of our personal channels as well as the Antisocial Frat House. Mine's Sheo Darkmoon. You should definitely do it. We'll see you at the next Antisocial Frat House meeting.
All right, guys. See y'all later.